I did was rock sweatpants.
God,
bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. F them niggas. Negative or some shit. Y'all want me to look like two Hollis?
First off, does Yeat still have you blocked?
Yeah, sadly, yeah. That shit sucks.
Can you go into the history of how that occurred?
So, you had a friend.
Is it the friend that I'm thinking of?
Yeah, it's the friend you thinking of.
Okay, it's probably the friend that you're thinking of too watching this video. But
And I remember the exact post too. It was when he posted with Uzi in that pink nurse outfit. He was under that shit. And I just like clowned the nigga for some reason. I don't know why I did it. I was like, 14 or some shit. He didn't block me, but Yeat did. So I was like, oh shit.
So September's Rich didn't block you, but Yeat did.
Yeah.
Okay, that's...
But the funny thing is, maybe Twin picked up his phone, was like, ah shit. Let me do it on his phone instead of mine.
So it hits harder, yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Is that something you'll have to resolve once you meet him in person? He's not going to be at Rolling Loud this year.
Yeah. So I'll have to like find him at some spot, some club, bro. I don't know. But shit.
Remember when I trolled you when I was 14? Can you unblock me, please? I need to feed, please. Next, as we're recording this, unfortunately, your breakout tape, Half-Blood, is still taken down from streaming due to sample clearance issues. So, as someone who is actively dealing with the bullshit that sampling can sometimes entail, can you give your elevator pitch for why that shouldn't be the case?
I feel like once you put your music out there, it should just be like free use to other artists, if anything.
Yeah, I mean, shit, like, it seems like every other medium kind of has to abide by, like, those rules of, like, fair use and shit. Like, you see people on, like, YouTube, like, posting whole, like, movie clips and stuff like that, and it's no big deal. But then music, it doesn't seem like it has that same flexibility.
It doesn't. Again, I can understand both sides with it. Maybe you don't want your music used. It's all just a text, though. I don't think it should be just an immediate takedown.
Like, another huge example of that recently was, like, Fear Dorian and Quinn's song Bags getting taken down by Claro because they sampled Claro.
With the space I'm in, like, I'm a rapper first, so it's kind of just like, this shit was built off of sampling. DJs was taking random records and just spinning them around, making them sound fire. There should be a way when you put your music out, you can choose whether, like, oh, someone uses it, I don't give a fuck. Especially when you're, like, probably, like, signed or some shit, because it's definitely less the artist and more just, like, the bigger stuff behind it. I just wish it was more lenient, though. I'm walking around with no album out. It's fucked up. I'm gonna try to be more careful. Try. Emphasis on try. Yeah.
If you won the lottery but couldn't tell anybody, what would be the purchase that'd give it away?
Anime G-Shock.
Oh, what type? You said you went Evangelion on the G-Shock recently. Evangelion G-Shock. Okay, shit, awesome. Yeah. Have they ever actually made that, or is it like a custom thing that would have to get made?
Matter of fact, hold on.
Oh, do you have it on you? No way. That's crazy. Oh my God, wow. Okay, this is a lot more intricate than I thought it. Holy shit.
Most definitely. Took all my budget for that.
Next, one of my backups for if we couldn't book this amazing studio was to see if we could just straight up film at a GameStop. So
it would have been hard.
So considering we couldn't make that happen, I was wondering if you could maybe break down some of your favorite video games, maybe starting with your favorite Sonic game.
Sonic Unleashed.
Sonic Unleashed. That's the one with where I don't know his name. You'll have to educate me.
It's Werehog Sonic.
Werehog.
That's the GOAT right there.
Is that when they started doing like that human characters in Sonic games thing, or is that came prior?
That shit was like 1999 when they started that shit. Yeah, it got to a point where they only let us play as Sonic for like 10 years.
And any other, maybe like your other top three, maybe?
Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy.
Which games in each franchise?
Kingdom Hearts 2 for Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy 7.
Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy are two franchises I've always wanted to get into, but they seem so overwhelming. Like there's so much shit going on.
Well, realistically, every Final Fantasy game's a different game.
I played 10 and that's it, I think, so far.
Yeah, 10 is fire. I mean, when you're busy, you probably can't take the time to just like sit down and play heavy ass games like that.
They're both franchises I feel like I know, like all the people I know that are really, really about them got into them when they were kids, for sure.
Yeah.
And on the flip side of that coin, you had some choice words to share about the newest skate game recently. So I was wondering if you could break down what you think are maybe some of the most concerning trends in gaming and what you think maybe needs to change about them.
I'm just tired of the money grabs, bro. Like, why are you charging me $30 for a white tee, bro?
Yeah, no, oh my God.
What is going on?
I booted up Fortnite for the first time in years recently, and I learned how expensive skins are nowadays. It like shit, this might be dating myself a little bit, but back when like Elder Scrolls Oblivion came out and they came out with that horse armor,
yeah,
and it was $3 and everybody got so up in arms about it. Nowadays it's $15 for a single skin.
You got companies charging $500 for a new console that's exactly the same as your old one. 2 games that are like $90.
When GTA 6 comes out and it's $100,
I don't even think I'm buying that shit. I'm not gonna lie. Would my budget even be that good by then? I don't even fucking know.
I have a feeling it definitely will be, bro. I
see a big trend on just like we're getting to the point where everything got to be online. Maybe I just like to sit and cry because, you know, someone lost a loved one, bro. Like, why are you making me shoot niggas every 5 seconds? Every game gotta have a gun in it. I don't understand.
What's that sweet? If it doesn't have a gun or
If you don't got a gun or a ball.
yeah, I don't want to play it. Yeah. And on the topic of recent events, you took quite the beating on Twitter this week. But I don't want to focus on that. Instead, I want to focus on how it really made me happy to see just how many people came out to bat for you.
That shit was crazy.
It was
bro.
crazy. I want to ask, like, how was it to see people kind of come out of nowhere and really like go to bat for you?
And it low-key just motivated me more.
Yeah,
than anything.
right? Yeah.
It was kind of just like, all I did was rock sweatpants.
God,
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Fuck them niggas. Dead ass. All I did was wear sweatpants, and then it became a fucking big ass scandal. Oh, negative or some shit. Y'all want me to look like two Hollis? Like, I'm just a normal nigga, bro.
Especially considering it's like that was a sold out show, correct?
Sold out. We sold out another one that same week.
Has seeing the two different directions that like shit online versus shit in person has taken recently, has that sort of...
It's so different. I'm not gonna lie, because Twitter is just its own like atmosphere. I think you would think you go on Twitter and you see a lot of people saying some shit, but like that's so different to how people who just listen to your music see you and shit. I definitely fuck with all the defense I garnered online, you know. That's fire to see, because I don't think a lot of people get that. Twitter ain't the world, though.
Did anybody unexpected hit you up through like all the discourse that got generated through that?
Me and bro are also going through the same shit. My nigga Fang hit me.
Oh, yeah.
It was a cool convo. Oh, yeah, Jim also hit me. Jim Legacy. That's one of the big inspirations. It was just people saying, like, keep your head up. People like me more for just being me.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like if I did that and then I started wearing, like, Rick Owens and skinny jeans at a point, I think I get more hate for that than just continuing to be me.
For any other artists that might find themselves getting clowned on Twitter, would you have kind of like a playbook on how to navigate that and come out on top like you have? Or?
I kind of don't. If you're fried, you're fried. It's more just like dealing with it internally, because like mental health is important. Don't just beat yourself up about it if you're getting fried on Twitter. Just live your life, love your family, bro.
It's easy when a lot of what you're seeing about the discussion about your music is just purely online. It's easy to get kind of wrapped up in that, but like you said, it's very much two different things.
It's two different things. Like people find you online, but they don't listen to you online. They listen to you in their cars, and they're just living their lives while having you a part of that. That's an amazing thing.
I appreciate that you look at it that way, because I feel like what we've seen time and time again is like often when artists reach the position that you're now in, I feel like they kind of step away from social media a bit, usually just because with a bigger following usually comes like a greater degree of scrutiny. So I'm wondering, like, how has it felt to kind of watch, you know, as you've achieved more success, like people's expectations shift for you?
Expectations has always been a thing for me. Like when I drop projects, I always think of surpassing that project more than anything else. Now that I have an actual reason to like surpass it, it's kind of different.
Next, it was recently announced that you'll be performing at this year's Rolling Loud in Atlanta alongside a roster of what is mostly underground artists. So
Yeah.
I'm wondering, how do you think that kind of shift in lineup speaks to where the attention in music is right now?
I've seen so much hate online about that. Niggas talking about, where's this guy? Where's this guy? This is low-key how Rolling Loud started, though.
Exactly. It's like
you're asking for all these people, but I guarantee you all these people were looked at the exact same way 10 years ago when they was on the Rolling Loud. Like,
it's never been about like the number you see on streaming services. It's been about how many of those people you can actually get to a show.
You can get to a show, yeah.
All that shit talking on Twitter, fast forward 5 months, I'm sure your set's going to be fantastic. I'm sure the crowd's going to be crazy.
I hope so, you know.
That's going to be your first festival of that size, correct? Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't been to a festival ever, so. It's
Oh, you ever like even as like a listener?
even as like a listener.
It's a vibe. I've heard Rolling Loud is kind of really hectic. So,
You know, I'm prepared, I think.
you're not feeling any sort of anxiety or anything about that?
Anxiety comes with everything. I've definitely, like, even on small shows, I've wanted to curl up in a ball and just not do this shit. Once you run that stage, it's kind of like everything just disappears for some reason. I don't even know how that works, but you feel it and then you don't feel it once you're on there, so.
Yeah. I've heard like a lot of the people I've sat down with have mentioned like it's almost kind of like a blacking out feeling when you get up on stage. Like it's kind of
low key. Like I definitely think the only thing you're thinking about is just having fun when you're up there. When you're behind the stage, you hear everybody outside, you're losing your mind, and then you step on there, it's kind of like a whole different feeling until you're off again.
Next, in your interview with Downtime, you mentioned that Half Blood was a tape that you put together relatively quickly.
Yeah, I made Half Blood a month before I dropped it.
You made Half Blood in a month?
Yeah.
Hearing that shocked me, and I think it would shock a lot of people because I feel like the transitions between tracks are like one of the most talked about things about the album. So I'm wondering, like, when you were blending the tracks together, did you consciously do that, like knowing people would freak out about it, or was just...
It's because every project I've ever dropped since my first Gaia project has had transitions. Because I did all the transitions in the last 3 days before I put it out. I did it for like 3 years, so it's kind of just in my brain to just do it every project. No, I didn't expect that reaction transition though. It was kind of like, was there simple ass transitions? I didn't expect.
Bro, you call those simple? They're pretty. I feel like they're pretty intricate, and I'm sure it helps when performing the songs live as well. I'm sure
it definitely does help. Yeah.
And on the topic of performing live, you mentioned recently that you've been getting more comfortable on stage. So I was wondering if you have any performing advice for newer artists that are maybe looking to make the same progress you have.
We're in that era where you don't have to say too much. When you're on the stage, bro, let the crowd speak for you, bro. When people hate about that, fuck them. Like, I do the same thing. I say like 5 words, and then the crowd just getting lit. It's a good and bad thing, because also if you want to be an artist that's like in touch and want to say every word on the stage, you can do that. But if you feel uncomfortable doing that, you're still fine, bro. You can just hop on, do you, and have negative aura doing it, you know? So just rock out, bro.
And on that note, I feel like a lot of artists have the kind of conflicting desires of wanting to, like you've said, joke around on Twitter, but also, have their art taken seriously and not live in like the shadow of their social media presence or anything like that. Someone, have you ever kind of felt those conflicting desires of like trying to balance those two sides of the equation?
Nah, like when I'm on Twitter, I just say whatever. Like,
I appreciate that. Yeah.
I just say whatever. Like,
yeah, you tweeted about streamers earlier today.
Yeah, I was like, bro, all these new streamers do is just bring fine women into their establishment. And
don't be entertaining. Don't say nothing.
Don't be doing shit. But it's like, come on, bro, just like hop on the game, bro. Like,
back on the topic of your interview with Downtime. We don't have to go into it, but I understand the reaction to that interview wasn't everything that you wanted it to be. And you're far from the only artist that's ended up in that position. So I was wondering if you could maybe break down what you see as some of the problems with how underground music is covered by pages and perceived by the audience.
Covered by pages, it's definitely became more of a let's find the most controversial thing to post about the artist, rack up the most views. That fucks up a lot of things, especially for the fans, and it's definitely become a comparison game more than just a drop your music and love it game. Let's say 2 people drop an album the same night. If your album isn't well received, you're going to get hated on.
Or if it doesn't stream as well or whatever, like other
It's so stupid. I just wish we get into a more positive lane with it. Less comparisons, less worrying about the streams.
Do you think that being a part of a community that at large has kind of been the target of like a lot of, rage bait, clip farm, whatever you want to call it, has kind of prepared you for effectively like being in the hot seat yourself?
Yeah, because I used to do it myself. Like, I'm still like a kid at the end of the day. Like, watching it all be hit towards you is a bit different, I'd say.
I was talking with our production assistant Jane here recently about how I feel like this scene kind of really is like a trial by fire in a way. So I feel like if you can achieve success in this, you can kind of be set for like anything.
That's true.
Like if you can manage to find collaborators on like Discord servers and shit, you're going to be perfectly fine when it comes to time for you to do that in person.
It's so funny because I don't know how, but Discord became like the easiest way to make music with everybody. Because when you're in the studio with other people, there's definitely anxiety. Would I make the right impression? This, that, and the third. When you're on Discord, you can be yourself. They know who you are. I know who you are. Let's make some good shit.
Yeah, and it's a lot lower stakes as well, so it's a lot less of like a feeling of we need to do something, right?
Yeah.
And I was wondering, how do you look back on your earlier music, maybe dating as far back as like the 4th Gear Cypher?
I love it all. Artists gonna be like, oh, I hated that song, or I hated old songs, which you have the right to feel that way. But me, I did everything with a purpose. So I kind of admired in a way that, like, that's my journey. That's my story. I'm never going to, like, take that away from me.
And you recently tweeted, for the guy that wanted more rock influence, boy, do I have a deluxe for you, which got me thinking, are there any more sounds that you haven't maybe dived into yet, but you're looking to in the future?
Trying to do ballad.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I fuck with ballad a lot. I listen to a lot of just pianos. Definitely want to go more EDM. Toxic is definitely one of them ones, which I don't know if I'm putting it out yet.
Ooh, okay.
But we gonna see though.
Next, if you could pick a handful of artists to put our listeners onto right now, who would you pick?
Our production manager.
Jane Remover.
My dog Lucy, crew as well. Vax is hard.
Vax is hard.
Listen to Vax, he's fire. My dog Witty, my nigga Skype.
Next, you've collaborated with a lot of people in the past, but I'm sure there's still plenty more you want to work with. So if you can name a handful of dream collaborators, who would they be?
Haley Williams.
Oh shit. Would you want to do prod or hop on vocals with her?
Both.
Ooh, that's tough competition if you're hopping on vocals with her. Shit, yeah.
I'm prepared, chat. I'm prepared. Ross Lynch, that's another one. I'm naming a lot of Disney guys.
I was gonna say I'm noticing a trend.
Amy Lee from Evanescence is another one, and then Ski Mask and Slump God.
Hell yeah, yeah. Do you find yourself getting inspired by like a lot of those like kind of older, whether it be rock vocalists and shit like
definitely.
that? Definitely.
That's what made me for real. I'm not gonna lie.
Hell yeah. And I feel like I can hear a lot of that in your music when like the moments when you get into like kind of more screaming vocal delivery.
I grew up listening to just nightcore shit and like watching AMVs of just like bullshit every day, you know? I used to do that a lot.
I feel like watching AMVs is a through line through like all of the people that are now achieving a ton of success. So if there's any advice out there, watch AMVs when you're young.
Definitely do that, yeah.
Finally, what are you looking to accomplish this year? What can we expect from Slayr going forward?
I definitely want to drop another like album that's like very serious and less ragey. Like I'm gonna go in like a different route, cause I don't want to drop Half Blood too. Like who the fuck's gonna do that? I'm gonna evolve, bro. Fans just gonna have to accept that, you know?
Yeah.
Don't tell me go back to your old sound, because I won't.
Yeah. What's made you such an interesting and captivating artist at this point is that you've been developing and that you've been changing so much over the years. So
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm super excited for what you got coming up this year. Thank you so much for joining me today.
For sure. G-Shock.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying?